What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Mock Draft Guy YouTube channel. Today, we are down to our final two mock drafts for the 2024 NFL Draft. We have landed on the Super Bowl runner-up from this past season, the San Francisco 49ers. And let me tell you something about the 49ers. This is a team, to me at least, was one of the tougher challenges to prepare for this 7-round mock draft. There's just so much going on with this team, I feel like, because their roster is just absolutely loaded. And I'm not even talking about in terms of premium talent. They just have so many players on their roster. It's honestly crazy. This is a thick with two C's roster. Not only that, I'm going to be looking to try and build more towards the future here, because if you look past 2024, getting into the 2025, 2026 off seasons, this team doesn't have a lot of cap space, negative $23 million in 2025 cap space. I know that number will change after the new league year starts, and then after contract restructuring, who knows what's going to happen. They could wind up with $70 million the way that the NFL salary cap works. But as of right now, it looks like they're not going to have as much money to retain some of these superstars. And a lot of these guys are free agents. Top guys, Brandon Aiyuk, who I don't think that they will trade, Charvarius Ward, Talanoa Hufanga, a lot of offensive linemen as well. Dre Greenlaw is a free agent. They have a lot of guys that they're probably going to have to make some really, really tough decisions on. So I'm going to try and get this roster ready for post a few of those superstars. Right away, you have to think that if they don't trade Brandon Aiyuk, I doubt that they're really going to sign him to a long-term extension. So we might be looking for a wide receiver early here, but the name of the game for me in this mock draft, at least early on, is to get aggressive with these 10 picks that we have. Maybe stay at number 31, but after that, move up and down the board, try and move up and get more premium talent inside the top 100 and fortify the offensive and defensive line and the secondary. All right, so we're sitting here at number 31, like I said, actually no trade offers at all, so I was pretty surprised with that, but a lot of tremendous talent on the board here at positions of need. Right away, I wouldn't be surprised, I just want to get this out of the way, I wouldn't be surprised in the first round if we see Braden Fisk go at this spot. I'm not going to do it here, who knows, I might be doing it with the next pick, hint, hint, maybe, hopefully, I don't know, but I could totally see that happening. Kool-Aid McKinstry is also on the board here. This is very, very interesting. Two guys that I'm going to be looking at in the second round, hopefully, it's going to be Ennis Rakestraw Jr. and Max Melton. Those are two guys that we're probably going to have to trade up for, so let's see what we can do there. DJ James, Renardo Green, those are also two guys that I'm looking for if, nothing really goes right in terms of trading up from 63 or maybe even moving up into the second round again. Who knows? But the name of the game for me here at pick number 31 is going to be offensive line. A lot of good players on the board here. Christian Haynes is someone that I'm really, really intrigued in. Pure guard, though, that's the thing. He's a pure guard at the NFL level. He's going to be a damn good one, but that doesn't really intrigue me here at number 31. I want someone that could play multiple positions. Love Zach Frazier here. I'm not going to lie. I think center should be pretty high on the San Francisco 49ers draft board, to be quite honest with you. Don't know if I'm going to be looking to take Zach Frazier over a tackle or a guard, though, here in round number 1. So we're going to go over to tackle here. And one player sticks out further than the rest for me. That's going to be Jordan Morgan. Jordan Morgan is someone that I'm not going to lie, up until the last couple weeks to month of the draft cycle, didn't really appeal as much to me as a first round talent. Top 50 for sure. Wasn't really a first round guy for me, but the fact that he looks like he has all the intangibles to translate to be a really, really good guard at the next level, as well as being a good tackle at the next level, that's some kind of versatility that I'm looking for, because Jordan Morgan can make an impact on the offensive line for the 49ers right away. That's what I'm looking for. See someone like Zach Frazier, maybe, same thing with Christian Haynes, but Jordan Morgan, someone that, if Trent Williams retires after next year, he's someone that can kick out. You have your ready-made left tackle of the future right away. This is what I'm looking for. So I love the offensive line versatility. I love his frame. I love what he could bring to the 49ers in terms of physicality and overall just being a good offensive lineman. So I'm going to take him here at number 31. All right, so we're sitting here at number 63. I wanted to be aggressive and I wanted to move up here. I was actually looking to move up to number 53 to take Max Melton, but he went at 51, so I said, you know what, I'm going to stick at number 63, and I'm going to pick the best player available. I do have a plan, don't worry. At number 63 here, I'm going to take Braden Fisk. I mean, we spoke about him before. The dude is just so athletically gifted. He's a freak of nature pass rusher as well, 6'6", 292 pounds, has a little bit more room in his frame to get a little bit bulkier. I think this is someone that after the season is over and, they cut Eric Armstead, they signed Malik Collins to a 1-year stopgap. That 1-year stopgap contract really spoke to me saying, hey, I think they have someone in mind that they're going to try and target in the NFL draft to be a long-term replacement. I feel like that's Braden Fisk. And if he's here at number 63, that really is a godsend. So I am going to get Braden Fisk here at number 63. I don't really think it needs too much explanation here. Just a long-term solution for the interior of the defensive line. All right, so we got aggressive here. We moved up back into, well, not back into the second round. This is the beginning of the third round here. We moved up to number 66. We were able to hang on to number 94, which is really, really key. That's something that I wanted to do. We moved up to number 66. We gave up pick number 124. I believe it was pick number 215. And then we gave up a third round pick for next year. So really, to be quite honest with you, the fact that we didn't give up number 94 and we were only able to give up really one significant pick from this year and a third round pick next year, I think that's pretty good business. So we were able to move up into the beginning of the third round here. I'm going to take Roman Wilson out of Michigan. I think adding another wide receiver to this offense is necessary. Jawan Jennings is a fantastic wide receiver, don't get me wrong, but I feel like he doesn't offer as much, to be honest with you, at least in this. I know stats don't tell the whole story. I know he means a lot. I mean, his Super Bowl performance was fantastic. Honestly, was pretty much en route to being like Super Bowl MVP before the Kansas City Chiefs won. He was having a fantastic game. Be that as it may, I feel like he is going to be one of those guys that's going to be gone after next year. Especially if they do somehow bring back Brandon Ayuk, they're going to need another receiver. Roman Wilson is just lightning in the bottle for me. This is someone that's probably going to primarily play out of the slot for the San Francisco 49ers just in general, but his route running ability, his blocking ability is also key here. I think this is a really, really nice fit because he takes such pride in blocking, and he's a really good blocker for his frame as well. Someone that can be just that blow off at the top speed type of guy for them. I think catch and run situations as well. I know Deebo Samuel is a guy that catches and runs quite often as well, but to have more than one guy like that in the offense is something that I think would be great because you have Brandon Ayuk, who's so good in the intermediate. You have Deebo Samuel that does a little bit of everything, and then you got Roman Wilson, who could also do a little bit of everything, but can completely blow the top off the defense. So you guys might think I'm crazy, but I moved back into the beginning of the third round, and we are going to take Roman Wilson here. At number 94 here, we're going to address the secondary. If you want to take a look at our picks real quick, we've made 3 picks so far. Jordan Morgan, Braden Fisk, and Roman Wilson so far. I think we're having a cracking start to this mock draft. At 94, we're going to take Cam Hart. Look at these numbers, 6'3", 202 pounds. He is fantastic. And, really the only knock on him, and the reason I think that in real life, I do believe he will be someone that gets some late second round, early third round consideration, but I could totally see him still on the board here at number 94. Really was his inability to kind of sort of stay on the field at Notre Dame, but he's got all the intangibles you're looking for in a big physical boundary corner, and he's got the recovery speed as well, which is something that was a little bit of a question mark going into the NFL Combine. He did answer some questions about that as well, so it was tough for me. It's between Darian Jones and Cam Hart. I love Kyrie Jackson as well. He really possesses some of those characteristics as well. But these two guys are really, really good tacklers for the position as well. I'm going to go with a little bit of the beefier version. I'm going to go with Cam Hart here at number 94 for a boundary corner. All right, at number 132, we're not going to overthink it here. The player that I'm going to take is Bo Limmer out of Arkansas. I just recently did an NFL Draft Gems short on him as well. Limmer is someone that, don't get it twisted, he is listed as a center, and he did play this past season at Arkansas at center, and he did a damn good job. He also has significant starting experience, I believe 3 years of starting experience at right guard as well. This is what I love. Hunter Norzad is another guy that I think would be really solid in this spot. But I'm going to take Limmer here, just an incredibly physical offensive lineman who has good versatility is something that I'm really looking for. Like I said, with the way that this team is going into the next few years, I feel like versatility is going to be key. You're going to need guys that are going to be able to step up and move into multiple positions. And Bo Limmer is someone that can be the future at center for the San Francisco 49ers, or he be your future at right guard as well. So that's who I'm taking, Bo Limmer at number 132. All right, at number 135 here, I'm going to address the backup tight end situation here for the San Francisco 49ers. Charlie Warner has moved on. He's gone on to Atlanta, and I feel like Really, one thing that has been sort of overlooked in the NFL, we're talking about these two-headed, three-headed monsters at running back. Look at tight end. There's some great tandems in the NFL at tight end. One thing that pops to mind right away is Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. That's a really, really nice tandem here. I think Jared Wiley and George Kittle would be unbelievable together. Jared Wiley, 6'7", 250 pounds, displays some incredible ball skills and natural athleticism for the position. Not only that, he's a fantastic blocker. I don't know if you're picking up on this trend for the San Francisco 49ers where they really love players that can block, and Jared Wiley can definitely block. It's categorized really well as it's not a matter of how good of a blocker he is, how good he can be as he develops as a player. So I think this would be a home run pick at 135. To be quite honest with you, I don't know if he'd really be here in real life at 135, but since he is, and he's just such a great player, I'm going to take him here. At number 176 here, I think that Devondre Campbell was a really, really great pickup for the San Francisco 49ers. And if you look at it on paper, not even on paper, on the field, Devondre Campbell, Fred Warner, and Dre Greenlaw is like easily the best linebacking core in the NFL, at least the starting. Behind it, it gets a little hairy here. I love Curtis Jacobs out of Penn State, someone that's been really overlooked throughout the process, maybe because he's undersized in terms of height, but he's a load. Pause. 6'1", 241 pounds, lightning quick as well, has really good instincts. He's a really, really good run defender as well. I think this is someone that could be rotated in and then I think Devondre Campbell, unless he has an unbelievable Fred Warner-esque year, I don't think he'll be extended past this year. It seems like a one-year stopgap. And Curtis Jacobs is someone that I could see coming right in. Don't forget, Dre Greenlaw is a free agent after this year too. Don't know if he comes back. You're going to need someone that can kind of step in there and play really, really well right away. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Dre Greenlaw was a fifth-round pick as well. So maybe a little magic there with Curtis Jacobs as well. And number 211 here, I'm going to take a chance on Frank Crum. Love this player from Wyoming. He was one of the talks of the town at the NFL Combine, someone who's extremely athletic. But not only that, he comes with 4 years of starting experience, split pretty evenly. 2 years at left tackle, 2 years at right tackle. This is someone that is a tremendous athlete, should have swing tackle appeal right away. Don't know if he'll ever be a consistent starter at the NFL level, but if you can get a coveted swing tackle prospect here at number 211, I think Frank Crum is your guy. So that's who we're going to take at number 211. All right, so we were at number 251 as our last pick. I actually made a trade in the 7th round here, something I never really do, but there's 2 players on the board that I'm really, really intrigued in, and I'm going to pull the trigger here. We traded 251 and a 6th round pick next year, and we got 220 and 246 from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So at 220 here, we're going to go with Jomari Chroma, a player that I really like a lot. This is someone that played defensive tackle at James Madison, had an incredible year, an inaugural season in the FBS for James Madison, 10 and a half sacks, I want to say, at 275 pounds. A really great athlete, someone that I think is going to be much better at the NFL level at the edge rushing position, at the defensive end position in a 4-3. And I think this would be a really nice pass rushing oriented player. Don't know how much he's really going to be an every down player, but this is someone that could really, really rush the passer. I don't think that's deniable. If you watch his tape, this is someone that is a really explosive player and brings good strength as well. So don't sleep on Jomari Chroma here at 220. And with our last pick here at 246, I'm going to take Kamal Hayden, cornerback out of Tennessee. Good height, good speed, good overall athleticism. Don't really know why a lot of people are sleeping on him. Maybe he doesn't fall this far in the real draft, but having him at 325 on the big board is pretty disrespectful in my opinion. This is someone that in 7 games in an injury-shortened season last year had an over 90 coverage grade from PFF, 3 interceptions, 5 pass deflections in 7 games. He was phenomenal against SEC competition nonetheless. So if he's here at 325, I feel like this is an absolute steal this late in the draft. All right, a massive one here. We started with 10 picks, and we somehow ended with 10 picks as well. Despite being aggressive, we were aggressive. We moved up for a certain player. We moved up for a couple different players here. So just to quickly recap it, at 31, we took Jordan Morgan. At 63, we took Braden Fisk. 66, we traded up. We got Roman Wilson. At 94, we got Cam Hart. 132, we got Bo Limmer. 135, we got Jared Wiley. 176, we got Curtis Jacobs. 211, we got Frank Crum, one of the greatest names in this draft class. At number 220, we got John Croma. And 246, we got Kamal Hayden. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. A lot of maneuvering here. I tried my best for the most part. I think we did a good job with what we had or what we were given. We kind of moved around the board a lot, so I'm super happy about that. And leave a like if you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.